My cheating ex is trying to get me to be a father to her affair partner's son after he ghosted them. I 28M met my ex 27F at a mutual friend's party and we got along together. 6 months into the relationship, she got pregnant and had my son Peter. When Peter was 1 year old, I caught her cheating with her friend. I found out later that they had been sleeping with each other on and off ever since we got together. I kicked her out. Not gonna lie, I was blindsided. She had no remorse for what she did. I wanted to completely cut her off, but I had Peter to consider. Despite her being a cheater, she is a good mother, I'll give her that, and adore him. So for my son's sake, I reluctantly put away my pride and agreed to co-parent Peter. She moved in with her affair partner. She then announced she was pregnant. I said good luck. She said there was a possibility I could be the father as me and her were intimate during the time she was cheating on me. Got the DNA test and I am not his father. It also got me worried about Peter, and I got him tested too. I was relieved that he is mine. Anyway, to the present, Peter is now 6-year-old. His brother Daniel is 5-year-old. I didn't really have any interaction with Daniel as my ex hardly brought him with her when dropping off Peter. But when he did come, he mostly stayed in the car. My ex dropped Peter off to me and she looked like she had been crying. Before I could ask if she was okay, she left. It was Peter who told me that Daniel's daddy hadn't come home for a long time and his mother had been crying the whole time he's been at her place. This bothered me because I didn't want my son around their dramas. I was going to talk to my ex about this when she showed up to pick up my son. When she did, she had Daniel and he got out and ran to me and hugged my legs and said, "Hi, Daddy." I was a bit taken aback. I just awkwardly patted his head and gently told him, "I'm not your daddy, sorry." He looked at me confused and said,
"Mom said you're my new daddy."
I looked at my ex and she avoided looking at me. I told Peter to show Daniel his room. Ex didn't say anything. When they went into the house, I said, "What the hell are you telling that boy?" She broke down crying and said her affair partner had ghosted them a month ago and she doesn't know where he is. Daniel had been asking where his dad is and so she told him that I'm his new dad now. I got angry and told her I'm not his dad. She said,
"But you can be, and that he needs a father."
I told her to go find his real father then. She just kept crying and then got into her car and left without Daniel. I tried calling her, but she wouldn't answer. Daniel came out asking where she went, looking frightened. I told him she would be back and he started crying. In desperation, I rang my ex's parents and they showed up to pick up Daniel. I explained what happened and they apologized. I was angry and called my sister and told her and she said,
"I mean, is it really that much of a problem that you be there for him? He is innocent in all this, and he is Peter's brother. Just think about it."
I hung up. Problem is, I have been thinking about it and it's really messing with my head. I know he's innocent, but it's not my job, is it?
Here are the top comments.
I'd prioritize full custody of my own kid before I took on another child.
Don't invite that responsibility in your life. She F around and now finding out. Sure, Daniel is innocent, but so are you. A lot of people are innocent. That doesn't mean they are our responsibility. Raising children is expensive and takes a lot out of you. Plus, she sounds like a give an inch, take a mile kind of person. Don't give her anything. Doubtful she will stop effing around in the future, and if you take on her responsibilities, it will never end.
It is not your job, and your ex is being terribly cruel to Peter. Daniel and you by telling Daniel that. Tell your ex she needs a lawyer and to get after the AP for child support. If you want to be kind, talk to a family therapist about the best way to talk about this with Peter, Daniel, and your ex to make it clear that you are only Peter's daddy.